In the vast and diverse tapestry of human history, every thread is a story, and every weave a civilization. Our journey begins at a time when the planet was a vast, uncharted wilderness, and our ancestors were nomadic wanderers. Early Homo sapiens, our direct ancestors, roamed the earth, foraging and hunting for survival. Then, around 10,000 years ago, something extraordinary happened. In a region known as the Fertile Crescent, stretching from modern-day Egypt through the Middle East to the Persian Gulf, our ancestors made a monumental discovery: agriculture. This was no small feat. For the first time, instead of chasing food, humans could grow it. They could stay in one place, build homes, and form communities. This was the Neolithic Revolution, a turning point in our history. But the story doesn't stop there. As these communities grew and flourished, they became more complex. People began to specialize in different roles. Some focused on farming, others on crafting tools, and some even took on administrative roles. As these societies grew in complexity, they gave birth to something entirely new: civilization. The first of these was born in Mesopotamia, the land between the Tigris and Euphrates rivers. Here, in the cradle of civilization, we see the emergence of writing, complex social structures, and organized religion. This was a place where humans first began to record their thoughts, laws, and beliefs, laying the foundation for all of civilization's grand achievements to follow. Imagine the bustling city-states of ancient Sumer, the grand ziggurats reaching for the heavens, the intricate legal codes of Hammurabi, and the epic tales etched in cuneiform on clay tablets. Here in the fertile floodplains of Mesopotamia, the human story took a dramatic turn. Thus began the first chapter of our collective narrative, the dawn of civilization. As civilization took root, it spread across continents, each developing its unique flavor. Let's take a journey back to the time when the pyramids of Egypt were more than just a tourist attraction, when philosophers in Greece questioned the very nature of existence, and when Rome was a bustling metropolis, not an open-air museum. The ancient Egyptians were masters of construction and organization. They built grand monuments that still stand to this day, showcasing their advancements in architecture and engineering. Yet their contribution was not only in stone and mortar. They developed one of the first written languages, hieroglyphics, and their system of government served as a model for future civilizations. Then, we turn to the city-states of ancient Greece. This was a time and place of intellectual and cultural explosion. Philosophers like Socrates, Plato, and Aristotle began to question the world around them, laying the groundwork for the philosophical and scientific thinking we still use today. The Greeks also introduced concepts of democracy and citizenship, shaping political systems for centuries to come. Finally, we land in Rome, the heart of an empire that once stretched from Britain to the Middle East. The Romans were builders like the Egyptians, but they also excelled in law and governance. They established a republic, then an empire, creating a legal system that has influenced countless others. Their military strategies are still studied, their roads and aqueducts still marveled at. But these civilizations were not just about progress. They also experienced decline and fall, a sobering reminder of the transient nature of human achievements. The pyramids were eventually abandoned, the Greek city-states fell to the might of Macedonia, and Rome was sacked by barbarians. Yet, even in their fall, they left an indelible mark on the world. Their stories, their accomplishments, their failures, they all echo through the ages, influencing societies and cultures that came after them. These ancient civilizations laid the foundation upon which our modern world stands. The fall of Rome marked the beginning of a new era, an age of transformation and tumult. Welcome to the Middle Ages, a fascinating period spanning roughly 1,000 years, from the 5th to the 15th centuries. This era witnessed the rise and fall of numerous civilizations and some extraordinary events that left an indelible mark on human history. One such civilization that emerged in the Middle Ages was the Islamic Caliphate. Born in the harsh deserts of Arabia, Islam quickly spread across vast territories from Spain in the west to India in the east. The Islamic Golden Age was a period of remarkable advancements in science, mathematics, and culture, lending a rich and vibrant hue to the tapestry of the Middle Ages. Yet, while Islam was blossoming in the East, Europe was undergoing a metamorphosis. The Byzantine Empire, the eastern continuation of the Roman Empire, was a beacon of stability in a chaotic world. Famous for its capital, Constantinople, the Byzantine Empire was a melting pot of Greek, Roman, and Christian influences. It was a fortress of culture and learning amid the turmoil. Speaking of turmoil, no discussion of the Middle Ages would be complete without mentioning the Crusades. These religious wars, driven by a potent mix of faith, politics, and ambition, saw the Christian West clash with the Islamic East, leaving a legacy of conflict and coexistence that resonates to this day. Meanwhile, in Western Europe, feudalism took root. This social structure with kings, lords, knights, and serfs was not just a political system, but a way of life. It was a time of chivalry, but also a time of hardship, reflecting the stark contrasts of the Middle Ages. So, when we look back at the Middle Ages, we see a complex and diverse period. It was an age of faith and feudalism, of crusades and caliphates, of science and superstition. This era, often misunderstood, played a crucial role in shaping the world as we know it. As the Middle Ages waned, the world was on the brink of a new era of exploration and discovery. From the 15th to the 17th century, a period known as the Age of Discovery unfolded. This was an exciting time of exploration when intrepid explorers set sail across vast oceans, driven by a thirst for knowledge and a hunger for wealth. They journeyed into the unknown, seeking new routes for trade and unearthing lands previously unknown to the Europeans. One of the most significant figures of this era was Christopher Columbus. In 1492, Columbus set sail from Spain, intending to find a western route to Asia. Instead, he stumbled upon the Americas, setting the stage for a wave of exploration and conquest. The New World, as it was called, was a treasure trove of natural resources and new trade routes, sparking a race among European powers to claim these riches. This period also gave rise to the Columbian Exchange, a term coined to describe the widespread transfer of plants, animals, culture, human populations, technology, diseases, and ideas between the Americas, West Africa, and the Old World. This exchange had profound impacts, both positive and negative. It introduced crops like corn and potatoes to the rest of the world, bolstering food supply and population growth. However, it also led to the spread of diseases like smallpox, which decimated native populations in the Americas. The Age of Discovery was a double-edged sword. On one hand, it opened up new horizons, expanding our understanding of the world and laying the groundwork for today's globalized society. On the other, it set the stage for centuries of conflict and exploitation, the repercussions of which we still grapple with today. Yet one cannot deny the transformative impact of this era. It changed the course of human history, charting a new path of interconnection and exchange. It was an era that marked the end of many old worlds and the dawn of a new one. This age of discovery shrunk the world, connecting civilizations and cultures like never before. Human history was about to experience an unprecedented shift, the likes of which it had never seen before. This shift was the Industrial Revolution, a period that spanned from the mid-18th to the mid-19th century. As the name suggests, it was a time of rapid industrial growth, hitherto unknown in the annals of human history. The seeds of the Industrial Revolution were sown in Britain, where a combination of factors, an abundance of natural resources such as coal and iron, a burgeoning population that provided both labor and market, and an economic climate conducive to innovation, sparked a confluence of technological advancements. This led to the mechanization of industry and agriculture, which transformed the socio-economic landscape not just of Britain, but the world. It was during this period that we witnessed the rise of factories and the mass production of goods, thanks to inventions like the steam engine and the spinning jenny. This not only made goods cheaper and more accessible, but also led to a shift from an agrarian society to an industrial one, with people migrating en masse from rural areas to cities in search of jobs. The Industrial Revolution also marked the rise of capitalism as the dominant economic system. The factory owners or capitalists amassed great wealth, leading to the emergence of a new social class, the industrial bourgeoisie. Meanwhile, the workers, who were paid minimal wages and worked in often deplorable conditions, formed the proletariat, sowing the seeds for class struggles that would later become a defining feature of the industrial era. The impact of the Industrial Revolution was not limited to the economy or society. It also led to a dramatic increase in population, a rise in living standards for many, and a profound shift in culture and lifestyle. However, it wasn't all progress and prosperity. The period also saw the exacerbation of social inequalities, the degradation of the environment, and the alienation of the worker, leading to a re-evaluation of the costs and benefits of industrialization. The Industrial Revolution forever changed the face of human civilization. It propelled us into a new era of technological advancement and economic growth, setting the stage for the modern world we live in today. The 20th century brought with it a whirlwind of change, shaping the world we live in today. The first half of this century was marked by two world wars, events that were so devastating they altered the political, cultural, and social landscape of the globe. The First World War, often referred to as the Great War, was a global conflict that spanned from 1914 to 1918, involving many of the world's great powers. It was a war of unprecedented scale and devastation, leaving millions dead and entire cities destroyed. Hardly had the world recovered from the scars of the First World War when the Second World War erupted in 1939. This war, even more destructive than the first, saw the emergence of new forms of warfare, including the use of atomic weapons. Post-war, the world was divided into two major blocks, leading to a prolonged period of political and military tension known as the Cold War. This era, characterized by the rivalry between the United States and the Soviet Union, was a testament to the ideological conflicts of the time. The 20th century also saw a wave of decolonization sweep across the globe. Former colonies, primarily in Africa and Asia, gained independence, reshaping the world map and the balance of power. But the century wasn't just about war and politics. It was also an era of rapid technological advancement. The rise of the computer, the birth of the internet, and the development of space technology, these milestones have revolutionized the way we live, work, and communicate. The 20th century was a period of dramatic shifts and monumental events. It was a time of darkness and light, of destruction and creation. And though it was marked by conflict and unrest, it was also a time of incredible progress and innovation. The events of the 20th century have defined our modern world and continue to influence our future. As we stand on the precipice of the future, we look back at our past with wisdom and forward with hope. The future of civilization is not written in stone, but it is shaped by our collective actions and aspirations. As we gaze into this unknown, we can't help but wonder about the potential developments that may shape the course of human civilization. In the realm of technology, we're on the cusp of unprecedented advancements. Artificial intelligence and quantum computing are no longer the stuff of science fiction, but realities that are poised to revolutionize our world. These technologies have the potential to redefine what's possible, from medical diagnoses to the way we communicate and interact with our environment. Space exploration is another frontier that beckons us. With private and public sectors pushing the boundaries of what's achievable, we may soon become an interplanetary species. The colonization of Mars and the exploration of distant galaxies could be more than just dreams. They could be the next chapters in our collective story, expanding our understanding of the universe and our place within it. But with these exciting prospects come challenges. The specter of climate change looms large over our future, demanding urgent action. Mitigation strategies, from green energy solutions to sustainable agriculture, will play a crucial role in shaping the future of our civilization. The path we choose now will determine the world we leave for future generations. Yet, as we've learned from our past, we are a species defined by resilience and innovation. We've risen from the ashes of conflict, navigated the turbulent waters of change, and emerged stronger. We've harnessed the power of fire, built wonders of the world, and decoded the secrets of our DNA. As we venture into the future, we carry these lessons with us. They serve as a reminder of our potential and a beacon guiding us towards a future filled with promise. Our history is a testament to our resilience and innovation, and the future holds endless possibilities. From the dawn of civilization to the modern era, our journey has been marked by constant change and growth. We've traversed the eons, from the humble beginnings of humanity, where we first crafted tools and harnessed fire, to the splendors of the ancient world. There, amidst the sands of Egypt and the fertile plains of Mesopotamia, we erected marvels that still stand testament to our ingenuity. The torch of civilization was then passed to the classical era, where philosophical thought and scientific inquiry blossomed in the polis of Athens and the imperial grandeur of Rome. But as all empires do, Rome fell. and the world plunged into the Middle Ages. Yet even in this age often characterized by darkness, the human spirit persevered, sowing seeds of enlightenment in the form of art, literature, and faith. The Age of Discovery soon dawned, a period marked by exploration and the broadening of our collective horizons. We charted new routes, discovered new lands, and in doing so, reshaped our understanding of the world. This thirst for progress carried us into the Industrial Revolution, where we harnessed the power of steam and steel, forever altering the rhythm of human life. In the modern era, we've witnessed unprecedented technological advancements and societal changes. We've reached for the stars, walked on the moon, and unlocked the secrets of the atom. Yet, we've also grappled with the profound challenges these advancements present. Looking ahead, the future of civilization is as vast as our collective imagination. We stand on the precipice of new frontiers, armed with the wisdom of our past and the promise of our potential. As we continue to weave the tapestry of human history, let us remember our past and look forward to our future with optimism and resolve.